Hello everyone, how's it going? It's Faster Auto Keys, and in today's video we're going to go over the common problems and solutions for these BMW keys. If you'd like to order a key, all you have to do is send us a picture of an existing key blade, something like this. And with this picture, what we're able to do is send a key straight to your house with a cutting service. You don't have to go to a BMW dealership and pay an outrageous price and spend time out of your day driving there and then driving back. In fact, I think these keys are on back order as of now. You're not able to get them. Here at Faster Auto Keys, you can just send us a picture of your key and we'll send one straight to your house at the best price possible. Check us out at fasterautokeys.com. What we have right here is an original BMW key. And this is a very common problem that you start to see more and more in these type of keys. And this is a key right here in like new condition. Actually, this key is a brand new key from Faster Auto Keys. And we're going to show you how to go from a key like this that is all worn out and damaged into a brand new looking key with a replacement key shell. The main problem with these keys is that they were used from 1998 to 2010, which would mean that a key from a brand new at the time 2010 X5 would now be 15 years old, and these batteries just no longer work after a certain amount of time. What will happen is that you will eventually not have a good range, and then it gets lower and lower, and it's no longer charging anymore when you have the key in the ignition. And what people will do, because these keys are sealed in place and they don't really close back together, is that when they open these keys to change the battery, they will then use tape to kind of get the key to fit again and everything to somewhat close. And other people will use super glue or epoxy to try to make it look more professional. If there's one thing you get from this video, if you're going to change the battery, if you're planning to open your key and have it working again, do not use super glue or epoxy, because we have a service where you can mail us a key and we'll change the battery for you. And out of all of the keys that have been sent to us previously opened but are now sealed with glue or epoxy, we haven't come across a single remote that works, because what happens is that the glue or epoxy ends up getting on the remote no matter how careful you are with it, and it will short the board. It's really bad, but we would recommend in this case to just wrap it around with tape, or you can get a brand new replacement key shell. We're now going to go over the process of opening this key and moving the remote into a new replacement key shell. And we're going to show you how to transfer the logo from this original key into the new shell. As you can see, this key blade has been cut, and the key blade is molded into the shell, so it's not really something where on some keys like Volkswagens you can take out the blade and then put it in the new key. Because it's all molded together, you will have to get the key with a cutting service. And if you check us out at Faster Auto Keys, we think we have the best price for this. I'm just going to whip out the flathead screwdriver. Alright, well, at least because this key has been previously opened, once the tape was off, we now have the remotes. And all we're going to do is take out this remote and just place it right here in a new key shell. And we're going to do now is take out the emblem and put it on the new shell. Now, if you take a look at the assembly, there is this little triangle piece which is part of the button right here, and then you have like this assembly here that kind of holds it together. You're going to have to remove this piece, which will come off easily on the new shell, and now you can just punch out the button, and as you can see, we now have the new top part of this replacement key shell with the button off. And this is going to be a bit harder on the original key. You're going to get your flathead right here, and what you're going to do is kind of just put it in right here between where the button rests with this piece, and you're just going to go ahead and pry it out of its spot, and eventually it'll pop out. So you can see we got the piece off right here, and now you can just remove the button. The triangle will go into the triangle hole. Just like that. And now we're going to get this piece from the new key shell, and we're going to put this one in, which is going to go in just like this. So you can hear there was that click in place. And I also like to press the trunk button and the unlock button just to go ahead and stretch out the new buttons on the key shell. And what's really sad is that actually there's a lot of these remotes right here that are perfectly good. The battery is perfectly good, but what happens is that this little tab right here will just break off of the battery, so then it's no longer able to work. But in this case, we're just going to go ahead and put this in the new key shell. And by the way, if you do not have an emblem on your original BMW key, it's still a good idea to go ahead and replace the button and put it on the new shell, so that if you do buy a BMW emblem, you can just go ahead and put the sticker on the original button. There are a lot of aftermarket emblems out there. We don't sell any because that is copyright infringement, and even if we didn't care about that, all of the aftermarket BMW emblems, they're all kind of goofy looking for these keys. It's best to get an original one. Now the last thing we have to do is go ahead and close this key together, and if you want to change the shell and you would like to change the battery in the future, maybe your key is just worn out and you're opening it just to move the remote into a new shell, like in this case, you can actually just open this key shell again. It pops open, it snaps in place, so you can change the battery in the future and you don't have to worry about this. So we're just going to put one end inside, and then we're just going to snap towards the other, and that is it. So you can see we have the remote in the new replacement key shell, and we have another brand looking key just like this one. Alright, well that is it. How to go from a old broken BMW key into a brand new key with a replacement key shell. The last thing to do is just test the buttons and make sure they all feel good. And if you feel like maybe the middle button is stiff or doesn't really like click the way you would want it to, one thing you can do is just go ahead and remove this piece and just have the button with the emblem on the replacement key shell. Some of these BMW remotes, like this one, has like a very big middle button, and then those in some cases will not feel as good in the new key shell. So if you just remove this piece, don't have it on the new shell, that should be able to fix the problem, and you'll have a good button feedback. Again, that is it. If you'd like to order a replacement key shell, we don't sell these with the emblem, we just have the key shell, and as you can see, we went over how to transfer the emblem into the new key. And of course, if you don't have a BMW emblem, you can just buy an original one and make it look proper. Feel free to check us out at fasterautokeys.com. Just send us a picture of your key blade and we'll send a new replacement key shell straight to your house with a cutting service, and without having to pay an outrageous amount of money at a dealership. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have a good one.